The president has been committed to the refugee program and to rebuilding it and regaining our status as a world leader in the refugee affairs since day one. And that has been unwavering. We're very proud of the announcement today, and it reflects that enduring commitment.
That was Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas on President Biden's decision to quadruple the cap on refugees allowed into the U.S. this year. It comes as the Biden administration is still struggling with a surge of unaccompanied minors on our southern border. Former acting ICE Director Tom Homan joins us now. He's also a Fox News contributor. Tom, maybe you could help explain to people the difference between somebody who is crossing illegally and even seeking asylum versus the refugee program.
Well, first of all, let me respond to what the Secretary said about restoring our leadership in the refugee program. First of all, what they fail to tell the American people is that we lead the world in the number of immigrants that we welcome to this country. We got 45 million immigrants in this country. We represent, out of all the migration in the world migrant population, the United States has 20%. Even though it's 195 countries, we have 20%. We welcome more than 1.1 million immigrants to this country every year. We already are the world's leader. We're the most giving country in the world. As far as the refugee program, these are people that apply from their home country because they're escaping fear and persecution. And these are the most serious. And again, President Trump decreased that number, and Joe Biden agreed with that. He agreed to 12,000 at the beginning of the year, but again, once again, he folded to the progressive left. And I've said this many times on your show, he sold out to the progressive left to win the election. He used to believe in border barriers, he used to believe in immigration enforcement. Then because he wanted the votes from the progressive left, he said, I'm going to end my Remain in Mexico program, I'm going to stop building the wall, I'm going to have moratorium on deportations, I'm going to abolish ICE. And he followed through and made those promises with executive orders. This is just yet another example. He made the right decision in the beginning of the year, but he folded to the progressive left again. It doesn't make sense. It's a bad time when the border is out of control to increase that cap.
And there's also this. The administration is going to announce $4 billion in foreign aid to the Northern Triangle countries. Of course, that's what we know that Kamala Harris, the vice president, she said that that's what she's going to be in charge of, trying to do the diplomacy with them. So here's this money coming. Congressman Comer and Jason Smith wrote this. It is worrisome that the administration's solution isn't to reinstate those policies or replace them with workable solutions, but instead to funnel more money to pay countries to dissuade their citizens to break U.S. laws, particularly countries with corruption concerns. And the corruption issue, that is real, Tom.
It absolutely is real. And look, President Trump didn't pay ransom. He had agreements with all these countries on a third safe country agreements, but the Biden administration destroyed them on day one, even though they were working. And President Trump wasn't paying ransom. Look, we've been down this road. I've done this for over 3 decades. We've given these countries billions of dollars. It doesn't work. And here's why. They can make a few dollars if they stay in their home country, or they can come and the actions speak louder than words. They see thousands of people coming to our borders. They see thousands of people being released and not being detained. They know they can get a job here because the Biden administration also has stopped ICE from doing worksite enforcement operations. They can come here, not be detained, be released, get a job here, and based on other promises of the Biden administration, they'll get free health care. Why would you not want to come to the greatest country on earth? This simply is not going to work. We've done this over and over again. And the second thing I'll say, you can't buy these countries with a few $1 billion because Mexico alone last year, Mexico received over $40 billion in remittance payments from illegal aliens working here that sent the money back to Mexico. $40 billion in the Mexican economy. They didn't have to train these people. They don't have to provide them social services. You can't outspend that. So none of these countries want to stop illegal immigration when it comes right down to it because they make so much money on the remittances.
That's a really important point. How would you spend $4 billion right now if they give you $4 billion and said put this towards helping solve this crisis at the border? What would you do?
I continue building the wall because the walls work. Where the surge is coming right now, pay attention to this. Where the surge is coming, they're coming where there's not a wall. The data clearly shows every place they built a wall, illegal immigration has went down, illegal drug flows went down. Finish building the wall. I've been down the border 4 times in the last 2 months, and the border patrol agents say the same thing. If we had a wall in this area, we wouldn't have the surge we have. That would force migrants to a port of entry where they don't have to pay criminal cartels. Women won't be sexually assaulted. Children won't drown in the river. It just makes sense. The Biden administration has created a vastly inhumane system where parents are putting their kids in the arms of criminal cartels. Children are dying. Women are getting sexually assaulted. We see it every day. There's more and more deaths on that border because of the policies of the Biden administration.
Tom Homan, always a pleasure to have your thoughts. Thank you so much.